What's happening, people? Welcome to another season of Talk That Talk podcast. This your boy Tuck. Reese is out of town right now. Soon be back. Don't worry, he ain't went nowhere. Still my brother host. The first show we kicking it off with is what makes you a man. Let's just get right into it because everybody got a fucking opinion about what a man is, what a man does, what a man is supposed to do. Women can't dictate what a man does, but we'll get to that. The streets, gangs, your homies, whatever, can't dictate what a man does, but we'll get to that. A whole bunch of shit other than being a man is dictating what a man does. You gotta meet a certain quota, you gotta have a certain amount of money, you gotta do. None of that makes you a man, okay? Basic formula for being a man is an adult male being. That's all it takes to be a man, period. People make it way more complicated than it is. That's all it is. Now, to perform the functions of a man, we talking a whole bunch of other shit. Street shit doesn't qualify you. The amount of bitches you fucking doesn't qualify you. None of that qualifies you for being a man. Because you cover one area and fall in another, you're slacking. So does that make you a man? Being a man is mental. It changes every day. It adapts to what the fuck is going on, You got a lot of men who ain't men trying to dictate what a man is, And that's the absolute truth. You got one thing covered in your life, but you're slacking here, you're slacking there. So that doesn't make you a man. You dictating that someone follow your formula or your path to being a man doesn't qualify them as a man. This is what you got to understand, right? A male being is nothing more than a person that can shoot the sperm and impregnate a woman. That's what a male is. So a male leading to a man, there you go. That's the Scientology of it. Now, let's get into the layman terms of it. A lot of you niggas ain't men, And I'm not going to say you because I'm not perfect. I'm sure that if you ask certain people, he this, he that. So, like I said, it's all about adapting the environment. You taking care of your shit, you holding it down. That qualifies you to be a man. But that's all the way around, Trust me, because a lot of you think gang shit and street shit and criminal shit makes you a man, and it doesn't. Because as a man, you're obligated to provide for certain people. So if you're doing this, you're locked up, and you're doing a whole bunch of shit, how are you providing for them? Once again, negates the whole man theory. So once again, being a man in 2024 is all about personal perception. And this is why I say women can't tell you what a man is because, one, they don't even know what they want. Once a woman gets with a man and she's been with him for a certain amount of time, what does she do? She try to change him. So if that was the man you needed, but now you're trying to change him, was he the man you needed? Or was he the man you needed right then at that moment? But we're going to get even deeper in that, Let's start back from something I found very interesting. The top 5 qualities of a man. Now, this is some dope shit because most of us don't got none of this shit. And that's just being real. I'm not taking shots at nobody. Top 5 qualities of a man. Faithfulness, dependability, kindness, moral integrity, and fatherlessness. So let's start from the first one, faithfulness. I ain't even gonna spend a lot of time on that shit. We know what's up, That's why they say, men are dogs, no men are... Well, dogs sleep with dogs. But that's another topic at another time. But what I'm saying is the number one quality of a man, faithfulness. A lot of motherfuckers don't even got that down pat. A lot of them don't. You ain't faithful to shit. And you gotta understand, faithfulness ain't just about your woman or the relationship you're in. Faithfulness is about every relationship. Whether it's gang, whether it's your home, whether it's the business relationship, everything. Faithfulness is in every relationship, And a lot of niggas don't have it. It's probably people watching this shit right now, like, look who talking. Yeah, because at a certain time in my life, I was moving a certain way, so I did that too. So did that make me a man? You understand? Because I ain't shooting at y'all like, no, this is just real shit. This is real talk. The whole faithfulness shit. You've been caught cheating. You've been caught stealing. You've been doing all type of shit throughout life. So just the first overall quality of a man, a lot of niggas got to look at themselves a certain way. Dependability. We even got to, like a lot of these shits is personal. You just got to look within yourself. I ain't no fucking doctor. I ain't telling nobody what to do. It's about you looking within yourself. Are you dependent? No. That's why she don't ask you to pick the kids up. You know? That's why she don't ask you to pay the bills. She'd rather take your money so she can pay the bills. You know? You ain't dependable. No, you can't hold the car. You're not going to be on time to pick them up from work. So all of these are the type of shit that we don't even think about other qualities of a man. Because when I Googled this shit, I said, yo, what the fuck? Like, you got to be serious. You know? To be what they consider a overall good man, you have to be serious, bro. How many of us really covering this shit? Number 3, kindness. You might as well roll that shit up and smoke it. Because we all know damn well niggas say the wrong thing at the wrong time. Ain't going to be nothing kind about what the fuck we doing. So, like, really look at what the qualities of a man is, like what the society or people are dictating as the qualities of a man. This is seriousness, moral integrity. Everybody looking for the come up, the fastest way up. That's what's going on nowadays. So the whole moral integrity, yeah, fucking right. Are you serious? Integrity to what? And to who? Nobody got morals no more. It's 2024. Dog eat dog world. And everybody trying to come up. That's all it's about. And the 5th one, I found like, are you serious? Fatherliness. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't even have a father. Wasn't raised with a father. Don't even know what it feels like to be a father. But you're saying that the 5th and one of the top 5 qualities of a man is fatherliness. So, this makes me think, okay, what type of men are you talking about? And who is setting these qualities? Which, once again, all falls back to personal perspective of what you feel like a man is. You know? Now, let's get into a bunch of different shit that from our, I guess, environment or where I'm around, what dudes feel like, makes them a man as far as I'm concerned. Because I can't speak for everybody. But I can speak real, and most of the shit that I speak is going to cover a broad span, because it doesn't matter what environment you're from. A man is a man. The same qualities that cover you in the business world, cover you in the streets. The same qualities and the grit and the hard work that you put into the gang shit is what's going to cover you once you have the child become your father. That same grind you're going to put into protecting them the same way you did the homeboys. So it's like that. The transition is real, you know? But it doesn't qualify you for being a man, especially street shit. Let's get that out the way early. I love to make that known because I'm a real street nigga, or what was a street nigga. That does not qualify you to be a man. Because if you're spending all of the time in the streets, then who the fuck is taking care of the family? If you're spending all the time in the streets, who the fuck is taking care of home, brothers? And that's just real nigga shit. So once you come to a certain age or a certain mentality, you say on your own, you know what, I'm going to fall back, because the trials and tribulations of trying to prove yourself as a man done taught you enough. Like, yeah, this ain't it. Jail definitely ain't it. Nobody really, they love to glorify the whole jail shit. Oh, I did this much time. And they never tell you about the lonely nights. Trust me. It's a lot of shit that go along with this shit. It's homies right now who was in PC acting like they was in the box. And this is real shit with this gang shit. Don't ever let that. It's enough homeboys, bro, who go in there and they not who they are. I promise you. They not who they are. And when you see this, you understand? It's too late to turn back down because you're in the mix now. So now you're in the mix, and this person who you felt was like, your homie or whatever the fuck you consider him. And now he's folding. And you stuck out on the island by yourself because somebody you thought was a man really ain't one. Because a man gonna stand firm in his beliefs in gang shit or outside of it. I'm just using that as one example. Especially with this jail shit. So don't ever get it twisted with this whole, I did this much time, or I did this much, or I sold this much drugs. None of that shit qualifies you to be a man. Yeah, you was a murderer. Yeah, you got money. Yeah, you was a hustler. Yeah, you was whatever the fuck you was doing in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You was big blood. You was big crip. Whatever the fuck you was, nigga. None of it qualifies you to be a man. Period. You have to understand that. You ain't taking care of your kids. You are not a man. Period. That's how it works. And that's how it works. And you're not going to always be financially able to. What I mean by taking care of them is daily grinding to make shit happen. Period. That's what a father does. That's what a man does. Understand that. You know? And women, you're the worst when it comes to telling somebody what a man is. Listen, the next time a woman asks you or attempts to tell you what a man should be, right, fellas? Ask her how long has she been a man. Because if you have no experience at being a man, then you can't tell me about being one. You don't see me trying to tell you how to be a woman. Yes, you may say how the man you want should be or the man you need should be, but you cannot dictate what a man is in society. It doesn't work like that. And I hate when fellas get caught up in the whole what a woman says, because when you really look at the women that's complaining about what a man should be, they're either half naked or they ain't got shit. And I ain't shooting. I'm stating the facts. The next time you see or watching something and a woman is complaining about what a man should be and how a man is supposed to do this and do that and what they need, look at who the fuck is talking. Secure women who have already secured the bag for themselves ain't out here talking about what the fuck they need in a man, because they have them already. And that's the bottom line. Hot girls, baddies, bad bitches, those are all the ones who trying to dictate what the fuck a man supposed to be. No, you are trying to dictate what the trick you need in your life is supposed to be. The nigga who you need to spend the money on you, you're dictating what and how he should be. But no woman on the face of this earth can dictate how a man should be. They can't. Now, do you need women? Hell yeah. They are the balance. Period. Women are the wisdom. Period. You have a good woman in your life, you are on the right track. Well, I ain't talking about these motherfuckers who out here talking about what they need in a man and how a man, but what man are you looking for? Because out of all of the 700 men you fucked, you didn't find a good one yet? And that ain't no disrespect, disrespectfully. You understand? Because that's how it's going down. I hate when I see women sit around and talk about what the fuck a man is supposed to be. No, talk about what the nigga you want should be. And that's it. Keep it that simple. Sexuality doesn't make you a man. Period. A lot of niggas think, oh, I fuck 700 bitches and if I do this, not do this, doesn't make you a man. Not at all. Because you have sex with all of these women, cool. You're not keeping none of them. You're not sustaining any of them. You're not feeding any of them emotionally. You're not stimulating any of them mentally. So what are you doing for them other than providing them with a sexual encounter? You have to understand everything a man does leaves an impression. You know? And that's real shit with every relationship. But sexuality definitely. You have men right now that practice homosexuality that will whoop your ass and mine. And I'm going to say it just like that. You know, there's men out here who are homosexuals, don't practice anything other than homosexuality, that will do some of the most gay shit. Like, stop thinking because a man is gay, he's not a man. No. A lot of people have learned that the hard way. You won't hear about it because they're not going to talk about it. I've seen it. I've seen it on the streets and I've seen it incarcerated. Where men throw out the F word and then at the end of the day, it's a story they don't want to talk about. And that's just the truth. Because your sexuality defines what you like and you know what you're into. It doesn't take away from the physical stature of a male, the capabilities of a male. You are still a man. People have to understand that. You know, y'all like to play these games. Oh, he gay, he this, he that. Yeah, leave him alone. Mind your business. That shouldn't affect you. I ain't gonna lie. I always like to believe that the men who are interested in who's gay and pointing out who the homosexuals are, it's because they're interested. That's just, I'm gonna always believe that. Because you don't keep up with what the New York Knicks are doing unless you're a Knicks fan, you know? You don't keep up with the NBA period unless you're a fan. Football, whatever other sports you want to name, anything in life. You have your interests. You don't keep up with anything you're not interested in. So everybody, you know, talk about other things that you worry about. Who gay? And I heard he gay and I heard he like me. Well, you know, just come on out of the closet, brother. There's nothing wrong with it. And the people that judge you for it are usually, you know, either had a bad encounter or they are in the closet themselves. And that's just being real. So don't ever think that a man's sexuality dictates whether he's a man or not. I promise you. I saw homosexuals in different jails that I was in that was bigger than, I'm talking about get under a bench press, bro, and do some shit. And I wish you would call them that. You know? Might change your perspective on things. So sexuality, no, doesn't dictate whether you're a man or not. Like I said from the beginning, I think a man is the overall thing. Who you providing for, how you handle your business, the lines that you cross when you handle it. Like it's a bunch of shit that plays into being a man. But I think this is a dope topic because a lot of men aren't men. There's a lot of people out here could have been a whole bunch of other shit. And like you're not doing manly shit. And then with this new thing that's going on, based on what you feel, once again, personal opinion. I do not speak for the United States government. But because you feel like a woman doesn't make you one. And because you feel like a man doesn't make you one. And that's just being honest. And I understand that, if you want to be called her, she, whatever, that's called respect. That has nothing to do with whether you're a man or a woman. If I decide right now I want to be called blue cheese, then that's just what it is. If you respect me, that's what you're going to call me. You may not understand it. Some of you may even come at why you want to be, but you're going to respect me. So if you want to be called she, cool. Handle your business. Now, this is where my problem comes in with that too. Because you feel like a woman doesn't mean that I'm going to watch you into the woman's bathroom with women in my life. Cross that bridge when I get to it. But that's me being transparent. Because you feel like a woman isn't going to make me respect. No, you're still a man to me. When my physical eyes look upon you, I can't see what you feel. So let's keep that in perspective. What you feel is cool. But let's keep in perspective that the physical is what people deal with on the daily. When you see me walking down the street, you don't go with what you feel. No, you go with the physical. As a black man, that's what you see. Now, if I say, no, don't cross the street, I'm a black woman. Yeah, okay, let's see how that works out for me. So some of this shit that y'all are, trying to push the agenda with this whole male, female, like, let a man just be a man. That's just what it is. Because you're not going to tell me because you feel like a woman, I got to treat you like one. And I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is, you can't force me or get mad at me if I don't want to act or treat you a certain way or do that, because it's just not what it's going to be. It's not. Now, as a man, you have to provide a certain amount. I believe that. Whether it's balanced with your wife or taking care of everything altogether, it is your own personal relationship, your own personal setup, the own way you have it set up. That's what it's about. Other than that, what other qualifications does it take to be a man? The man is the provider and the protector. The woman is the nurturer. That is called balance. That is called structure. But nowadays, the men are supposed to be the providers who don't get cooked for. The providers who don't get fucked regularly. The providers who have to make a certain amount just to provide. When the fuck did all of this shit come about? When the fuck did people sit down and say, okay, in order for you to be a man, you have to provide me with this and that and that? No. The world got it fucked up with what being a man is. For me to provide for you mentally is just as important as financially. And a lot of y'all women don't even give a fuck about that. Y'all will let a nigga kick y'all all the way down the subway station stairs and bust you in your motherfucking head. As long as that nigga put you in a nice car and pay the bills. And that's not cool. It's balance. It's nurturing. And that don't make you a man. Hit me a girl, Demi, and I know that. I've been there. one time, my whole life. And for that day, I was a sucker. I don't care how nobody feel about it. It don't make you a man. You know, you ain't gorilla pimping. Fuck is you doing? You niggas just out here looking for any reason to beat a bitch up because you insecure. It don't make you a man. It don't. You get on your shit. You know, every time you feel like she interested in a nigga or she might find something better than you beating her up. No, nigga, get on your grind. There is nothing a woman can do physically to hurt you unless you don't see it coming, brothers. You know what I mean? Like, if you're looking at this woman and she's attempting to do, there's nothing she can do physically to hurt you, bro. Get the fuck out the way. You don't have to manhandle them, beat them. You don't have to. All of that is sucker shit. I stand on that. I'm a firm believer in that, and I believe that no cop should be called. The family should deal with it. You know, I was gracious. The police was called, whatever. I was arrested, and I was gracious, and that's just how I feel. Because the penalty for touching one of mine is more severe. So for that, I am gracious because sucker niggas deserve to be treated a certain way. And that's just what it is. But that's enough about that. The mentality of a boy is what transforms him into a man. And that's basically, in a nutshell, the whole definition of what makes you a man. Your mentality. Nothing other than that. It's not the money. It's not the bitches. It's not the clothes. It's not your mentality, because once you become a man, you stop doing boy shit. Once you reach a certain mentality, you don't do boy shit because as a man, you know this is not what I'm into no more. So when you stop hanging with certain niggas and they say, oh, yeah, acting funny, you doing, no. I'm maturing, I'm becoming a man. You know, so I don't want to do this with you all day or stand here all day or just run around with you and do this. Like, the mentality of a boy is what transforms him into a man. It's not age, it's not experience, and it's the mentality. That's why you have some men that go through shit one time and some niggas that go through it 10. Because some men have the mentality that other men don't. So in a nutshell, what makes you a man is the mentality. You have ladies who waited 20 years for the transformation of a man because it didn't click. Then you have some niggas who came straight out of high school and handled their shit. I got a homeboy that just retired in his 40s on his shit. The mentality of a man. It's about how you handle your business, the shit you accomplish in life, growth. What are you doing with yourself? It's not age, fellas. Ladies, it's not age. Some of y'all dating 40 and 50-year-old boys. And that's real nigga shit. So what makes you a man is the fucking mentality. You know? That's why you got niggas that'll take their last $30 and buy weed and won't eat. Take their last $30 from their girlfriend and go buy cigarettes and shit and don't eat. Ain't bring nothing home. You got niggas who sit in the house right now from 9 to 5 till their girl get off work so they could get the car and get in motion. That's not the mentality of a man. And that's just the truth. It's not the physical. It's not the sexuality. It's not the nothing else. It's the mentality that makes you the man. Period. And the faster you learn that, the faster you get into man shit. Some of us learn it later than others. Some of us never learn it. Some of us seeing right now. The 70, 80-year-old nigga in the hood still trying to be down. And it's the truth. It ain't shots at nobody. Like I said, who the fuck am I to take shots? I ain't nobody. I've been through more shit than most of y'all. But can I say I'm a man? Hell yeah. I never told. So when I was in that life, I stood firm in it. But that didn't make me a man. No, I never ratted. Yeah, that's grown man shit. But that ain't what made me a man. Mentality is what made me a man. I went through some shit and I never went back. The mentality, I didn't like it. I don't need 2 or 3 trips. And I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. And I like to keep saying that because, you got haters who watch shit and want to point out shit. No, it's not about that. It's just about me kicking it with you. Real talk for real people. Like, half of the shit that these niggas is doing out here, us niggas is doing out here, it don't make you a man. But other niggas sit around and condone it because as long as you doing the dumb shit, it's okay for them to do it. Simple. And it's not about nothing else. I promise you it ain't. This shit ain't about nothing else but the mentality. You got niggas with millions of dollars that's broke. In a week, nigga. Where was their mentality? Is that a man? How do you have 40, $50 million and be broke in a few years? And you gonna tell me that he had the mentality of a man? So this shit is mental. And they like to say it's chess, not checkers. I hate when people say that shit. Because this shit ain't chess. Because the chess, you start with the same amount of players. They get it turned and you get it turned. No, this shit ain't chess. Because niggas don't got the same amount of players. And ain't nobody waiting. Everybody want their turn. So this shit ain't chess. This shit is way more complicated than that. So understand that. The mentality is what makes you a man. That's it. Simple layman's terms. We do a lot of talking about a whole lot of other shit. A whole lot of headaches. A whole lot of struggles. A whole lot of ups and downs. A whole lot of shit. But until you get your motherfucking mental together, you cannot call yourself a man. As long as you're doing little boy shit, you cannot call yourself a man. And that's it. So what makes you a man in mentality? Simple. It's not the masculinity. You got a lot of tough dumb niggas. Tough boys. Tough as hell. Just fucking tough. Doesn't make you a man. But make sure when you out here trying to be a man and trying to be the man, that you got your fucking mental in order. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that separates the men from the boys, man. How we moving out here. And it's your boy Tuck, man. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 1, Season 2, Talk That Talk Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for watching. Fuck with your boy.